Hello everyone and welcome inside the WOBM newsroom. I'm here with Jersey Shore Congressman Andy Kim, who represents Ocean and Burlington County, and we're going to discuss a couple issues that he's trying to help us fight for and represent us for in Washington, D.C. that will affect the people of Ocean and Burlington and certainly the rest of the country. I know one of the things you got to earlier this year was NFIP. The Jersey Shore is still covering from Superstorm Sandy, a lot of other storms since, one last year that hit Brick Township pretty hard with all the flooding. What makes the version of the NFIP Reauthorization and Reform Act of 2019 something that you helped introduce is with all the flood insurance problems and problems with FEMA over the last few years, especially for people here in Ocean County that got hit pretty hard. What makes this version different than prior versions that could really help people with flood insurance, that should another storm hit even half as bad as Sandy, that they'll be protected and not have to worry about how they're going to recover and rebuild?
Yeah, well, first, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be on. What it all comes down to is about affordability and affordability for Jersey families. There are two different national flood insurance plans out there right now, proposals out there. And I'll tell you, the one that is being pushed in the House of Representatives right now by bipartisan level is just not good enough for folks here in New Jersey, which is why I've been helping out alongside setting up another bipartisan effort with a lot of the other delegation members from New Jersey to be able to look out for affordability. Basically, the other proposal just isn't able to cap the premiums for folks here. We just don't want to see people have double-digit increases year after year on their flood insurance plans. There's a lot of questions about how FEMA is going to be coming up with a new formula on how these costs are going to be, and we've got to get that under control. We also just got to have more accountability for insurance companies and others, making sure that they're not scamming people, that they're paying out what folks deserve to be able to get. We learned a lot of hard lessons after Superstorm Sandy, and we just can't let go through that again. We can't put families back in those types of positions where they're just going to get screwed over.
What have your conversations been like with FEMA and the insurance companies with addressing the concerns of the people in Ocean and Burlington, and really you look at the entire United States eastern coast with any state, city, town that it could get affected by a hurricane or a natural disaster, and telling them this is what we're looking for and this is what we're looking for you to have for the people?
Well, what I find really frustrating is I don't feel like a lot of the people that I've been engaging with that don't seem to understand what it is we're trying to push on our end. I don't think they understand that the issues about flooding, this is not just affecting people's bottom line, or it's not gonna be just an inconvenience. It's actually going to affect the way of life here in Ocean County. And it's not just about the barrier islands. And I just came from a lunch with mayors of all the different towns on the island talking about this, but it's also just deep into our communities with the Back Bay flooding, well into Toms River, well into a lot of these communities. It's going to affect a whole way of life out here. And I don't think they understand just how deep rooted these problems are. It's not just folks here just trying to have a little bit more money in their pockets. It's actually going to affect businesses and this whole community here. And that's what I'm trying to convey.